So good. So good. I'm so glad with how this came out. This two parts together, it just turned out so good. And I hope you watched the first part first, and now you're on to the second part. And so good. Andrew, McTrail Rider, and Guy, great guys to ride with, and just a big old fat circuit. I have my Trail Forks link in the description if you want to know how many miles it was. I actually forgot. I think it went over 20, even though we were saying 17, 17, 17. And just a classic adventure ride. So glad I got to see it. So glad it was comfortable and not too wet and not too crazy and too much good stuff. Just check it out. Thank you for being here. Let's go. Yeah. Whew. Okay. I'm looking a little bit further up the trail. Yeah. We are continuing on this epic Scottish day. The sun has come out. There's been a little tiny bit of drizzle, but we're getting close to the descent. If you haven't watched part one, stop what you're doing. Go watch the pain before the pleasure. I'm riding with Andrew, McTrail Rider, and Guy Kesteven, a Scot and an Englishman.
Yorkshireman, it's different.
Haha.
As far as locks go in Scotland, this one's pretty ugly.
Haha. Any monsters in it?
Oh, there's monsters in everyone.
Just a fine day at the beach. Got a pretty decent mud guard on this bike, but it's not foolproof. Not out here. And this is basically nothing compared to normal conditions. Are pretty ridiculous, so I'm quite lucky to have it this nice right now. Oh, it's thick. 17 miles, he said. We've done about 12. It's taken us 4 hours. Not complaining, just stating the facts and the burliness. Always up for an adventure. Whoa! I guess I should call you Mac Trail Rider, huh?
Hey?
Mac instead of Mick.
No,
Mac. Mech.
It's weird because my name is actually said McAvoy.
Yes.
But it is Mick.
Yeah. Okay, whatever you prefer. The Mick. What did you call this gap between the mountains?
It's called a Bialik.
Bialik.
It's like a shoulder between mountains.
Yeah. Scottish miles. The weather's been hot and cold. Definitely you start sweating. You stop to take your jacket off. You get too cold. You gotta put the jacket back on.
This is what we call in Scotland character building.
Character building.
Yeah.
We've got that.
Yeah.
We've got that in the States too.
Alright, okay.
This is building a little more character than normal. We were just talking about Andrew coming up with a sign off for his channel, and he was thinking nothing ventured, nothing gained. And I think that's a perfect motto for a day like today. We are venturing. We are adventuring. Oh, I did the same thing. I was like out of the pedals, but still actually having momentum. Hell yeah.
I'll take that. It's a small victory for me.
Definitely. So Andrew's dad passed away recently enough, but he kind of started his channel. He was telling me sending his dad his clips of his rides because he was sick in the hospital, and I think that's a pretty cool thing. So at least he got to vicariously live and see it, making the best of it. Exactly. We all get knocked down. We all go through bad stuff. It's all about how we react to it and how we keep moving forward. It's just like a ride. We always get knocked down on a ride. You gotta keep getting back up.
mountain biking and life, they're intertwined. Oh, over the top. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. I think we should add some more rocks to this just to make sure people know.
Let's do it, boys.
Back on. Oh, I took a little shot to the upper pelvis there. Ah! All right, I'm gonna let Guy go. Sort myself out. Back in the Morbid groove. Looking a little bit further up the trail. Yeah! Yeah, look at this. Whoop! Crashed into some nice soft ground there. Oh, wow. It's pretty spectacular.
Guys, I think it's serious exposure.
Tough little water bar. Rugged. The endo turn. Look at this. I was trying to slide the rear tire around. Too much grip. This is pretty neat. There we go. Oh, no. Intimidator. This is something else. Happy to walk. Oh. Uh-oh. What the hell?
This is not a sheep.
Yeah, deer. It's a rough country out here. Checking the lens. Haven't seen a friggin' tree in quite a while. 5 hours maybe. My feet are still feeling pretty good with these shoes. 510 Kestrel lace. Oh, that's a little tight one. Man, so cool. So cool. There we go. Don't let the water bar take you downhill. This is quite cool. Really having a hell of a time getting this front wheel off the ground. It's kind of bizarre. Oh, a whole different landscape. So all of a sudden now we've got trees because these fences are built to keep the deer out. But a fence like this would not keep many deer out in the States, but I think the deer here are a little big. I don't think they can jump a 6-foot fence. Man, the deer are pretty vicious if all this entirely different flora is possible. Andrew said he did an out and back out here in March and it was just ice. I can only imagine. The rocky and wild. Wow, look how green this is. Holy shit. Just changes. We've seen like 5 different trails, 5 different ecosystems, it feels like. Oh, got it. The tight stuff. I think my arms will be sore tomorrow. The 1,000 bunny hop challenge. Yeah, good call. You cleared it nicely. Know my limits. Man, it's fun following Andrew. Solid
Good day, boys.
adventure ride. And now what I'm dreaming about is Andrew's shower that he said he's gonna let us use.
Yeah, I've left the water heater on.
It wasn't even a wet day. That shower was quite a treat. That was a good finish. When you're all muddy and dirty and hopping in, it was freaking perfect hot water. I like this thing. This is a nice vehicle. The Flash Special Edition. We're gonna pack our mess back into the van and head out. We've got a 7.5 hour drive back to Guy Kesteven headquarters. Then Andrew's gonna go practice. He's going back to Fort William for an enduro. Dude, thank you so much for making it happen.
Absolute
It
pleasure,
was
mate.
friggin' awesome. Wild.
This time.
Back on the road we
Smash
go.
those Selby peanuts.
To get a little food. I don't know if we'll run into any Scottish eggs though.
Who knows? But they are waiting at home.
So this is the end of Scotland. We just ate at the Clack Egg bar in the back and the food was awesome. It was Andrew's recommendation. Totally redeemed our crappy experience yesterday. I had some kind of pork thing. Guy had haggis. It was fantastic. So that's it for Scotland. Thank you, Andrew, McTrail Rider. I probably already did this all in the video already, but it's been a while. Thank you, Guy, for making it happen. And yeah, we're heading on to the next thing. Who knows? Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you on the trail.